Hey everybody, it's me. So I'm just turning it around. I'm not sure how good that's gonna be. I'm not sure if you remember, well today I think is day 5, so start out with that. And then I'm not sure if any of you remember when I pointed out gorse, these beautiful yellow flowers. So when I pointed them out the last time, I'm not actually sure which ones they were. So I just want to show you something right now. So this is gorse. And you can see it's got these little pokey, wait, is my finger there? There's my finger. So it's got these pokey spines, and it doesn't like stab you and hurt really bad, but it does scratch and poke you, right? But you know, it's not evil. It's just a little bit, uncomfortable if you're walking a narrow path between them. But you see those flowers, right? In the same color. And here you see the same thing again, but the bush is different. And then also, these are nice and soft, no pokey spikes. And this is called broom. So just in case I lied to you last time and showed you broom and said it was gorse, I wanted to clarify. And yeah, I'll just show you a little bit. I'm remembering to hold the phone landscape, yeah. And this is just where I'm heading right now. It's a beautiful day. Flying out in a couple of days. I'll be making a pit stop down by my friends in London, and after that we'll be heading on to France. So yeah, I didn't wear my pack today, and that's because I want to do a what's in the bag video. So I currently have everything laid out on my floor, just waiting to do this video, waiting for me to have that time. So I didn't have the time yet, so I don't have my pack on today, but I'm just showing you a bit of where we're walking through. This has all been, as you can see all up ahead, it's been upgeholzt again, so everything, you know, cut down, and they do it periodically. And these are, you know, these are some kind of pine tree that are, you know, growing back after I'm not sure how many years, maybe 6 or 7 years. I'm not sure if you can see the moon up there in the sky. Pretty cool. It's that little tiny spot right in the center of the screen. That's the moon. And those are my kids looking at something, bugs I think. And yeah, I'll give you another look later on, but you know, gorgeous Scottish countryside. So in case anyone was wondering what my kids were looking at, this is it, a big fluffy caterpillar. Isn't that sweet? So we're just walking through the woods now, and we're heading up a ridge, and just want to show you these lovely roots here. They're just so pretty, and the lines and so intricate. It's really nice. And kids, a couple of them, more great views on the other side of the little trees. You can see there's some This is broom. So broom so it's the yellow color, but it can also turn this beautiful red. So I just learned that yesterday from my friend John. And there's another little beautiful forest flower, I think. I was gonna say I think it's a bluebell, but I'm not entirely sure. And now we're heading back down again. And as you can see, I am remembering to hold the camera right. Yay! And up we go. Not sure if you can really properly see how steep this is. I'd have to look at my app to really show you what kind of an incline this is, but it's pretty steep. Got to check my footing, and my feet to my ankles are probably making about a 20% what's that called? Incline, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to turn this off now, but you can see again, it's just these beautiful roots heading straight up through this forest path, and I'm just loving it. I'm having a bit more trouble with my with deep breathing right now. I'm not sure if it's anxiety about leaving on the Camino in a couple days, or if it's something physical. And yes, I know I'm going up the hill, but this was happening even when it was flat. So this is an even steeper incline, and this one gets tricky. So I'm definitely gonna put the phone away now. Yes, I've got a little monkey in the tree up there. So we made it up the hill. It's just giving you a little view of Scottish countryside, but this isn't even all that far from where we live. We did drive, but we only had to drive about 6 minutes to get here. Now right here, like right, I don't know where no, I can't see my finger. Okay, I don't know what I just did, but I'm gonna take it in. That is another path up. So we're going down over here this way, and then we're going back up again. And that's the fun of the Scottish hills. You go up and you go down and you go up again. And you do it all again. So yeah, that's it. We're heading up to, we're going up to the next ridge, and then we'll see that reservoir again on the other side.
Okay, say it again. Just saying it's like a beginner, intermediate, and then advanced.
This one, we'll take the advanced way. And you can see this one is, so that these paths have been made by cyclists. So that's why this one is fine, for people using their feet. But obviously if you're using your wheels, I don't think anybody carries their bike up this, but I have witnessed them going down all these rocks. And I'll show you once we're at the top just how steep it is. And people go down that on their bikes. Because that's just what they do here. And I'll keep this on for a sec. And then we'll see, there's a beautiful wind blowing today. Well, this is kind of fun. Look at that little cave, tree, moss covered tree. Or I'm not even sure if that's moss, but here we are. And there's that reservoir again. You can take these ridges. You can see over there in the distance. That's the third set of these ridges. So you can go up them as well and follow them. Let's see if I can just pull it up a bit closer. So you see those ridges there. So you can follow those all the way along, and then get down at the other end to the back side of the reservoir. And I've been in that reservoir when the water is very low, and it's quite, so I've made it. You see that little island there? It's actually an island, but not the first one, but the one further back. And I've made it all the way to that island. The water was really low. We had kind of a drought a couple years back, and it was very muddy, so I sunk into my knees, but I did make it. But yeah, beautiful countryside. There's, I'm not sure, I think those are the grampians in the background, but I could be totally wrong about that. There's a house somewhere down there. That's like an old water mill, if you can see it through the branches. And people have tried to turn it into a house, but it didn't quite work out. I think they ran out of money or something. Who knows? Maybe someone's got that all sorted out now. And just let's hope I don't get all weirdly dizzy. Good. Ooh, we're gonna take a look. There. See that, how far down that goes. I'm not sure if you can really tell, but it's quite kind of a scary drop off there. this little wall. Not sure if you can properly see it. It's all covered in moss, you see. So you see these all around Scotland, and it's just, you know, old boundary walls. And it's one of the things I love about Scotland. It's just very picturesque, you know, and you see these little stone boundary walls, and oftentimes, you know, covered in moss. So yeah, a lot of different vegetation. And I wanted to say, if anybody at any time recognizes the vegetation, so the names of trees, or you know, the plants, maybe they see some kind of a flower, you know, or they recognize, like, by those little needles, you know, what kind of a tree that is, please feel free to share in the comments below. And because I am woefully ignorant about my trees and plants, and my mother studied botany when I was a child, and I just found it really difficult trying to memorize everything, and I quickly gave up trying to learn from her vast store of knowledge. But of course, you know, as with these things, I wish that I had stuck with it, or I wish I knew them now, but it's all right. There's always time to learn, and as I said, if anybody knows, just let us know. Hey, look, you'll see this kind of a thing as well. So like the trees fall over, and then you get these gorgeous root pictures, right? So this is a relatively small one. I've seen them almost as high as that tree, so about 2/3 as high as that tall tree that I'm showing. That one, right? You're like, what? They're about 20 trees. So I mean the one in the middle. I don't know where the camera is. That one. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Anyway, there you go. So go under the fence. Just duck. Yeah. So we're coming up on the reservoir now. So we didn't go up that ridge. We could have. We could have taken a different path and gone up that ridge. That was one I was telling you from the other side. And it goes all the way around to the back of the reservoir. But today, we are not doing that. We are walking this way. Along the ridge. Not along the ridge, along the bottom of it. Along the reservoir. We'll come out in just a sec. And there is some fun jumping from stone to stone back there. But I was concentrating on not slipping in the mud, so I wasn't filming. But this is the reservoir that we saw from way up high. Nifty, huh? So I think that's one of my children disappearing down the bank. There's another one. And this is kind of fun. There's like a little beach down there. And when the water is out, like really when it's really low, then you can actually walk, even the way it is now, you can walk across this wall. But when the water's further out, it's a bit easier. But yeah, you can walk across this wall, and sometimes you might find little frogs, which is really sweet. And you can walk all the way back there along that beach. And yeah, just pretty. Cutie little baby. We won't bother you, we promise. Hello, little hopping mister or missus. Hello, you. When I first started walking past, I thought, oh, that little dried up twig looks just like a frog, you know? And hey, it actually is. Isn't that adorable?
I thought it was a chameleon. Well, that doesn't make sense why it would be here, but
Yeah.
first thing I thought of when I saw it.
But is this a frog or is it a toad?
I
Like,
was
does anyone know the
thinking that, but
difference?
It looks like the back of its feet are webbed, so I think it's a frog.
Toad's supposed to be fatter as well.
People have explained the difference between frogs and toads to me for several times, and I never remember. Yeah. So, if anybody watching happens to know the difference, feel free to tell us in the comments. It's crawling so slowly. It's not a countersign. Look at you. Just climbing grass. God, you're cute. Just my son thinks we should leave the frog in peace and move along. Bye-bye, frog. I just want to say this is a sweet little marker, and someone, don't know who, someone picked it apart and then eventually knocked the entire thing down, and for a while it was just this little rubble, and apparently some very cool people have put it all back together again, and it looks a little different than it did in the beginning, but this is still really cool. Sweet marker, very nice. I love these things. Looks like a cairn. Hey, so that's us nearly done with our dog walk now. Matched, well, exceeded the 10,000 steps that's recommended for a day. It's been over 7.5 kilometers. Was a bit slower today, 3.6 kilometers per hour. Sorry, I got up all close there. And 50 floors climbed. So that was the that was all the let's see, oh yeah, low battery, so I'm gonna run out soon, but that was all the up and down at the hills. But yeah, so today, and then for the first part of the walk I was just wearing my Lems, so they're not like serious walking shoes or anything, and that was fine. And then when we got home and I put on my proper walking shoes, my proper walking boots, and you know, for this half-hour walk or so that we're doing, and my feet really appreciate it. So that's it for today. I think that was everything I wanted to tell you guys, and we're getting closer, only a couple more days, and then I'm off. So see you again soon.